Well, today I'm on the fantastic River Derwent in Derbyshire and I'm fishing for my favourite fish, the grayling, or hopefully fishing for them anyway. The river's a little bit high up, got the trotting gear out, let's see if we can catch one.
The Derbyshire Derwent is one of my favourite venues and looks incredible in the autumn. The grayling aren't huge in here, but normally there's plenty to be caught. This stretch is run by Cromford fly fishers, who do allow some trotting in the winter, though it's not day ticket, but anyone can join the club. I had Stephen Dolby, the assistant riverkeeper, and Chris Heath, a club member, to lend me a hand and put me on the fish. Hopefully.
Nothing too complicated. I've got a small hook, 16 I think, on the end, with a lot of shot, because it might look a bit excessive, but the river is absolutely, not chucking it down, but flowing very, very quickly. And then I've got a pretty chunky float on the end there as well. So the Derwent's a pretty powerful river, so you've got to try it. So that should be all right. Relatively light line. I mean, there are some big trout in here, so I don't really want them today, but we'll see if we can tempt a grayling.
The river was up quite a bit, and to be honest, it was touch and go as to whether we'd even go fishing. For many species, floods can turn the fish on the feed, but grayling are generally a sight feeder, so fast, murky water is not ideal. I should add that grayling are my favourite fish, so I was looking really forward to this session.
They're generally quite an easy fish to catch, famous last words, but if they're on it, they'll smash into the bait or fly. But being an angler, I've obviously got hundreds of excuses, and the river is a little bit high up, it is a little bit cooler, but I'd still rather be here, even if I don't catch, than sat behind the computer, so I can't grumble. Not loads of time yet though.
Bites were pretty scarce, to be honest, and to add to the fast flows and dull weather, this happened.
It's a bit tougher than we expected today. The rain was setting. Ooh. That's a fish, that's a fish. Oh shit! He's gone. Gone.
Well, I was a little bit gutted, as that was the first proper bite, and not knowing what it was bugged me. This area of the Derwent is where the river starts to pick up some pace, and you start to lose many of the coarse fish. There are still the odd chub and barbel, but mostly it's trout and grayling here. With this sort of fishing, I'm trying to get the fish competing with each other to draw up some competition and get those bites coming. But with the strong flows, it pushes fish into corners all over the river, meaning you've really got to search them out.
We've moved spots now. The fishing's been a bit tricky, to be honest, but there's a weird juxtaposition in that there's a grayling, this beautiful, pristine looking fish, and I've now come to a sewage outfall because lots of food gets washed out, so you get things like bloodworm and all kinds of tasty treats being washed out that the grayling and trout are going to grab hold of. So with a bit of luck, we'll get one.
This should be treated sewage, which still isn't great being poured into the river, but fish do congregate around it for an easy meal. However, it's not only the grayling that hang around here.
What do we think this is? Oh god, it's like Thomas the Tank Engine. Fucking hell, where's this going? It's going to Derby, this is.
Do I go to Ambergate?
Oh god, yeah, you might need to. What the hell have I looked here?
I'm only using 4-pound line, so can't bully the big fish too much. Unless this is the mother of all grayling, I've hooked a big brown trout. Now they're out of season at the minute, though there's not much you can do to stop them taking a bait. Most of the big fish in here will be stocked, so won't be spawning anyway, but it's important to get brown trout back quickly, though I've got to land it first.
What is it? Brownie. I think it's like brown trout. We got it!
Hell!
Oh my god!
That is fishing off, that is.
Well, that's not a grayling, is it? Bloody hell. Not quite what I was after, but that is a hell of a brown trout. Absolutely thick as anything. So, come to the Derbyshire Derwent and do grayling fishing, and end up with that beast. I'm guessing £6. I don't know. I'm not very good with fish weights. It's heavy, fork-like stink. Let's get it back.
It's amazing how a fish can lift your spirits, and as pristine as that brownie was, it wasn't the target fish. Jonathan McGee, the cameraman for this episode, had a long drive back to Yorkshire, so we agreed one more cast, and the float went under.
Turned it into a grayling, it would be great.
It's smaller anyway, so
Might be a while ago.
I'm not sure.
No, it's a brownie.
Hey, I don't know. I don't think that is a brownie. I think that's a nice grayling. It's wiry. I think this might actually be a grayling. Oh, don't! I'm gonna shit myself. I don't know. I've given up. Oh,
Not sure. It's a bit of a little one.
smaller fish, but what the fuck was that?
That's a bloody what's
Cormorant.
the name? Cormorant. Is that a cormorant? It is a cormorant, yeah. Well, that might
It's a grayling.
Yeah, I think
It's a
might well-
grayling.
I think it might well be, missed it.
Oh my god. Oh shit! I'm in the fucking trees. Right, come on.
Just put it away.
Come on, come on, come on, come on.
Get it.
Come on. Yes!
What are the chances?
Oh,
That is ridiculous.
Last knock-ins. Last knock-ins. Oh my god.
It's not the biggest grayling, but it's definitely one of the most rewarding I've ever caught. Grayling are members of the salmonid family and prefer fast-flowing water with decent quality. They spawn in the spring with males going almost jet black. When a female finds fine gravel, she'll dip down and the male will rush in to drape his dorsal fin over and spawn. Not fussy eaters, they'll dig around in the riverbed as well as take flies off the surface. If you enjoyed this, do please subscribe to the channel and leave a like. Comment below what species you think I should go after next. Cheers. Thanks for watching. If you want to support the channel, liking the video and subscribing to the channel really helps me out. But you can also donate to my buymeacoffee.com link, and all the money from that goes back into making new films for the YouTube channel. Thanks for watching. You can check out some other videos in the links here. Also check out my website and social media, as well as the podcast that I host, the Bearded Tits Podcast. Cheers.